Hi everyone, and welcome back to Pause for Self-Care. Today's video will be a mental health video, and I do hope you will become part of the family and stick around a little longer. And all you have to do that is click on the subscribe button. It's absolutely free, no monthly subscription fees. So stick around and join the family and hit the bell so you can know when new videos come up, and you can leave comments and we can get to know each other and chat a little. So before I get into chatting with you, let's formally start this video off. Today I'd like to speak to you about toxic positivity. What exactly is toxic positivity? It's a term that's been thrown around a lot lately, and I think sometimes people will turn around and say, that's toxic positivity, but it actually isn't. So let's get into what is toxic positivity. Toxic positivity is the belief that no matter what life throws at you, that you need to have a positive outlook. Now, on the other hand, some people throw the term toxic positivity when you say to them to use the tools that you have to help you through a situation. Now, tools that you have to help you through a situation can be many things, and it's different for every person. So it's actually really good to listen to what helped others cope through situations and find things that work for you. Toxic positivity, on the other hand, is just expecting that today is a gift and you must accept it as it is and look for the blessings in everything. Be positive. I actually want to smack people who are constantly positive on social media. Yes, I meditate, I burn incense, light candles, and still I want to smack some people. Yeah. Toxic positivity is just that. Toxic positivity gives you the impression that you're not allowed to have feelings. And the most important thing for your mental health is to know that you are allowed to have your feelings and that your feelings matter. And what's even more important is that you are able to work through those emotions that you are having. Now that is positive. It's not toxically positive. Being your authentic self would be experiencing your emotions. Being sad, being happy. Did you know that you can actually feel more than one emotion at one time? You can be depressed, but still smile. If you really want to see an example of this, go onto YouTube and watch the video that was released by Chester Bennington's wife just hours before he died by suicide. He was happy and he was playing with his family. You can be depressed and be happy at the same time. And if people throw toxic positivity at us, what happens to us? Do we feel that it's okay? to talk about our feelings. Think about it. Here are some forms of toxic positivity. Now, I've made a few notes, so please excuse me if I look at my screen. When something bad happens, such as losing your job, people will tell you, just stay positive, another job is around the corner. Look on the bright side. While comments are often meant to be sympathetic, they can also be a way of shutting down anything you might want to say about what you are experiencing. And as we know, bottling up our emotions is really not good. So an important thing to do if somebody is grieving the loss of a job, a person, an experience, gosh, we know the extent of grief after experiencing lockdown. The most important thing you can do is say to somebody, I hear you. And if you need me to hear you further, chat to me. I'm right here. I'll listen. Don't block them off or block their emotions. Quite frankly, that's a cowardly thing to do, because you are not allowing them to speak out. And what I've learned is that is the trick of narcissists. They tend to prevent people from sharing their emotions because they are too cowardly to sit and listen and feel those emotions with that person, which is cruel, isn't it? Toxic positivity is also when something bad happens to you and someone says, these things happen for a reason. And I hate that. I absolutely hate that. For instance, when I started my healing journey from childhood trauma, I was told that it was part of my contract. And I brought it on myself. No, honey, I didn't ask to be beaten. Not one bit. I was a good kid, and I didn't deserve to be treated that way. No child ever deserves to be treated that way. And that kind of toxic positivity sickens me to my core. So it's important for us to be mindful of what we say to other people and try and phrase things in such a way that they know that it is okay to come to us if they need anything, that it is okay to speak, that it is okay to have emotions. When you've experienced some kind of disappointment, people turn around and say to you, happiness is a choice. Well, darling, when you are depressed, there's no real choice for being happy all day. Being sunny and bright is just not in the cards. You struggle, and when people around you are all happy and sunny and shiny and glittery and perfect, it just makes you feel worse. You can't make a choice of happiness when you are feeling completely numb. It is absolutely okay to feel how you feel. And after the last few years being so incredibly difficult, I think we've all learned that it is okay. And we need to be breaking the stigma around mental health. We need people to know that it's okay to feel the way they feel. Everybody's feelings are valid. And that when speaking to somebody who's been disappointed or is experiencing depression, just let them know that it's okay. And let them know that you're there. You know what the most important thing you can do is just listen. You don't have to have the answers. Somebody just wants somebody to care. That's all. So why is toxic positivity harmful? First of all, it's shaming. When someone is suffering, we need them to know that their emotions are valid. It is okay to not be okay. They can find relief and love in their friends and family. Toxic positivity tells people that the emotions they are feeling are unacceptable. Negative emotions are absolutely acceptable. Crying is acceptable. In fact, crying is good for the soul. It helps you release. Be there for somebody when they cry and just hold them. You don't have to have the answers. You've just got to be there. Now that is positive positivity. Toxic positivity also brings guilt. How does it bring guilt, you ask? Well, if you aren't allowed to feel bad when something bad happens, and you're supposed to be sunshiny and glittery, you'll feel guilt because you're not feeling sunshiny and glittery, won't you? Toxic positivity is an avoidance mechanism. It's an avoidance mechanism for narcissists. When other people engage in this type of behavior, it allows them to sidestep emotional situations that might make them feel uncomfortable. And you know what? It's okay to be uncomfortable, because maybe just being there will help you too. Do you know that giving to somebody else and just being there helps your mental health? It's a positive thing for you. We can even turn toxic positivity around onto ourselves and discount our feelings. Bottle them up, dismiss them, deny them. Because we're supposed to be glittery and happy and perfect. Well, darling, I can tell you that you damn well are perfect. You're perfect when you cry, you're perfect when you're angry, you're perfect when you're sad, you're perfect when you're happy. You are perfect even when you're wrong. Remember that. Even when you're wrong. Because there is no perfect person on the planet. Even if they seem like they fart glitter and fart rainbows. My darling, they do not fart rainbows. Nobody does. We all have the same stuff that comes out of our butts. Toxic positivity also prevents growth. Because we don't experience things. And the only way to grow in this lifetime is to experience things. It's to experience the happy, experience the sad, get angry, feel like you want to punch something. It's okay. You can't say to somebody that you've never felt angry in life, can you? Positive vibes only. Yes, for me, positive vibes only means experiencing your emotions, being there for you, saying it's okay to be not okay. That is positive vibes only. Now, it is absolutely okay to be optimistic while going through times where it is troubling and, you've got tough things to go through. What are the signs of toxic positivity? Brushing off problems rather than facing them, feeling guilty about being sad, angry, or disappointed, hiding your true feelings behind feel-good quotes that seem more socially acceptable, hiding or disguising how you really feel, minimizing other people's feelings because they make you feel uncomfortable, shaming other people when they don't have a positive attitude, trying to be stoic or get over painful emotions. Now, like I said, there are tools to help you through emotions, but you don't need to instantly get over them. It is exceptionally cruel for somebody to turn around and say to you, "Oh, just get over it." So, you don't have to. You can take your time and feel your emotions and speak to somebody, because you deserve that. You are worth it. And that's what I'm here to tell you. How to avoid toxic positivity. Manage your emotions, but don't deny them. Negative emotions can cause stress. But if we keep checking on ourselves, we can work through our emotions. So, yeah, it can get a little bit difficult constantly checking on ourselves, but self-care is the point here. Check in with yourself at regular intervals during the day. Take time to smell your coffee. Take time for you just to breathe. And by breathing, I don't mean a breathing exercise. Or it can be a breathing exercise. By breathing, I just mean like going and gazing out the window. That is self-care. Self-care is self-preservation. It's not self-indulgence. Be realistic about your feelings. When you're facing a stressful situation, it's normal to feel stressed, worried, or even fearful. Don't expect too much from yourself. Let yourself experience things as they come. Say to yourself, look, this is the mountain. Break things down and handle things bite by bite. And that's how you get through things, day by day. Your emotions are a complex situation all by themselves. Focus on listening to others. It actually grows support for you when you need it most. Because most of the time, those people who you've listened to tend to garner support when they know that you are feeling in a low place. And they step in and show the care that you showed them. So, yeah. Don't shut them down with toxic platitudes. Instead, let them know that what they are feeling is normal and that you are there to listen. And like I said multiple times in this video, listening is enough. You are enough by just being ears. You don't need to be a voice. You don't have to have the answers. Sometimes it is actually good to limit positive pages on your social media. Why? Because if you are feeling low or negative after seeing those, why are you following them? Follow a positive page that makes it feel okay for you to be feeling whatever you are feeling. Follow a positive page that lets you know that you are okay to be human. and you're going through a tough time, there are a few ways that you can help yourself to feel your emotions, and you can be more productive. Write in a journal, talk to a friend. Research shows that just putting what you're feeling into words can help lower the intensity of negative emotions, and it can help you process them too. The last thought I'd like to leave you with: when someone comes to you needing help because you've said to them that it is okay and that you would be there to listen, you can delay that conversation slightly until you are in a good space to listen to them. You don't have to listen to them immediately at the snap of a finger. You have to do what's right for you too. Doing what's right for you is being in the right space, caring for you and caring for others. And knowing when to, or should I say how to recognize toxic positivity, and knowing how to remedy it and provide and receive authentic support when you're going through something tough is important. And I hope that is what you could take away from today's video. So thank you so much for watching. I do hope you'll hit subscribe. Remember, it's free. And remember, Pause for Self-Care is giving away a little something at 500 subs. So please do subscribe. I'd absolutely love it if you subscribed. Maybe just repay me for this video by hitting subscribe. Return the good energy. Remember, it's okay to not be okay. Until next time, remember to pause for self-care. Toxic positivity always